Hi, welcome back to a new part of our tutorial series to build an e-bike. We start directly into modeling. So for that here we need a mesh, a cube, scale down. We need here a subdivision surface on it on level 2. Then we tweak them all with background selection, that's important, and bring them to point. Circle selection. So then we take this front here and extrude to the X. Then we bring that near to, so circle, bring it there. Good, then extrude the whole thing in X, extrude, bring it there, scale set, extrude again, scale set. Was an error, so control set to go back, scale set. Okay, so then we get here the back out, extrude and bring it to point. Okay, then extrude again when we have both. Extrude, bring it to the middle, scale set, extrude again, bring it there in the middle, scale set, and extrude again, bring it there in the middle, scale set. Good. We have done that. We now can bring that more to hit with the reference if you want to. I think that is good for me, so I get a smooth on it. Here we can make a loop in, so we can here take the rest and bring them more in to get that round look that we want to have there. So that is good. So we make a secure copy of that, Shift D, bring them out, then we rotate X 90 degrees, so we look from there, and now we form it like it is here. So for that we scale and set first to get some reference points here. Good. Now we can get here that one a little bit higher, that here, and that one can be more there. Okay, then here the down part, we try to get them there. Here we must make a loop in, Control R, make a loop in, and get this here a little bit up. The same we must do here, Control R, make a loop in, and bring that a little down. Yes. Then we bring them more down. Such like that, then this one. And here we see we need here another loop too, so that we can go here deeper and that it fits with the rest then. So here we can go deeper too. So we have that here a little bit should be increased, so we take that here and that deeper. Then we have that here, and here we can go to this point here by getting loop in and bring that more down. Then we go here up, here too, and then we nearly have it. Here we can go a little bit more out, but then we must get here a little bit up. Okay, so that is what we have in a moment. All is fine, but in the middle it must be deeper to get that look that we want. So with Shift D, make a copy of that. Then we take here the line from there to there and want to bring them down, but we need a second on the left and on the right. So with Control R we make a loop in, then we bring them here, Control R, make another loop in, bring them there, and then we get this line and bring them down. Good. Also we need here a higher place, so we get here another loop in, bring it to here, here the same, and then with proportional we take this 2 proportional, connected on, and grab set, roll the middle mouse to get the influte. Think we can get higher there, grab set. Okay, then we take here middle line in, so that we can go with this top line a little bit more in, but without proportional. So we disable that and go more in, so we have more this round look there. We make it on the other side too, from there to there we bring it more into, so we have more this round look. The same we have to do here at the back, that we take this here more to the back, so that we get there more round look too. So same as here, set, back from set, and this line here should be more back. Good. We have done that. This here must be deeper. Okay. Then that here is too straight, so that must come up. So that one, that, and that. Good. And get that more up. But I see we can go here in X2 and get here this a little bit more in. That's too much, and this should be higher and more out. So we got that here. Sure, that must be have a hole in, so we have to go with this inner part completely down. So we got here this faces here without the rest there, so we disable that and go back. That we don't need, but that we need. So then we bring them all to the same height, so scale set 0. And bring them more in. So we have that. Here that is a little bit too bright there. So with set we see what we can do. We can scale them up. So we scale Y. And we have that. That is too big too. So we get here this line 2. Okay. Now we scale in the Y. Or simply bring it from one side to the other. Most important point is to be flexible in what you do. You must ever be flexible to get the other way, to make it easier. That is better here, and the other side too. So make that. Good. Then we bring that there, and this one more to this, and that one too. So that here is too deep. I don't know what that is. Oh, here, okay. Must come up to the point of the other ones. Good. So that looks for me real good. Yep, we let it like it is. Yeah. Good. That is our seat. But here that I hate, so we make that here smaller. Oh. Go back with background selection. So now, what's that? A hole there. That is not normal. So we got that. And we go with that here higher. I want to have it such like that, equal what the original says. I think other is shit. So make it like that. Good. That a little bit sharp here, so we can go here a little bit more out. And then here, the front, we can get back. So we have a little bit rounder. But that is really good. I'll let it so. Go back, then file, save. We can make that here a little bit less high. So we get it like that. And this back part is too straight here. That is too much. So we go here back with proportional, grab X, and then we can say how much should be included. I think that is better. Here that is a little bit hard. So that needs a little bit come in, but without proportional. And that here is too hard too, so that must come up. And that can come up too. can be more in. Okay. That can come more in. And here this whole thing is too big for me. So we get here this down part, width proportional, and grab set. Make it a little bit smaller. Yes. It's good. Yes, I think it's good. Good. File, save. Remove these two guys here to the third layer. Make a copy of that, Shift D, secure copy. Move to the third layer 2. We delete what we don't need, but not yet. We need this thing here to build. So we want to do that fast. Add curve, Bezier curve, rotate X90, scale down, bring in front. So we want to go from there. We scale down a little. Edit mode. Go here before the run starts. That is here. Get here the float. Here the float too. Here we must go near. And then extrude to the end of the roundness. Bend that. Extrude again to the start of the roundness. To the end of the roundness. Bring it in position. Middle point, extrude, last point. That is what we need, but think on it, it must be bended in all directions there. So we let it as a curve in a moment, but we make it thicker, so we give here full, here a depth. Such like that. And a resolution of 2. 2 is enough, yeah. Okay. So we need many textures on that here. So we must make them good unwrap. So Shift D, make a copy of them. And here we apply our subdivision surface. Don't know, we need on level 2. Yeah, we need level 2, okay. So we apply that. Now we have a normal mesh there, and we must say where he can cut off for the seams. So I think the best is here, and on the other side too. That is here, and then we mark that seam. So we need here our tool, T, arc seam, when we have that. And now we need here a turn that goes over there. So from here to here, mark seam. And I will get some from here to here, mark seam. And that should look fine, I think. We will see. So we get here an unwrap. Then we need there a new material that is black leather one, and we later need surely others, but in a moment that is enough. So we move that here to the third layer. We get here our curve in position. That should be later the connection for that, so we can scale it a little. So we got that, and now we must look from top to get that on the reposition. So Shift D, we make a copy, bring it by the side, look from the top, then with set in the wireframe mode, now we can handle that. It should be from there to the other one, and now we must bend that correctly. So we need here this one, and then with connected proportional and grab in the Y, and then the influde. Oh, don't work. Okay, so then we make it manually. We bring them there, here the middle point, bring them there, here the middle point, bring them there, and here the middle point, bring them there. You see what happens? It isn't straight, so we have to turn around here to bring that in a good floating position there. And then that is no problem at all. Good, we have done that. We must look what we got from the side. Here's a little wired, so we have to tweak here. Grabbing here, we set that more floating. Yeah, that seems to be good, but it must be more in the middle. Such like that maybe. We must tweak them surely later again. I'm sure for that. Because we want to make there the connected one. I mean that one, and that must fit with them. So we surely must later tweak them new. I look from down, so it's better when we get here a small start, and then go here smaller too, so that we hit them here. I think that is better. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but who cares? Good. That you can a little bit more there. That's okay. That isn't okay. That here must be other. So we grab it more there, bring it more like that, and that here maybe such like this. And here should be harder. So got that. There can be later the connection from the down part. Look again, and we'll see it must be retweaked. That seems nearly okay. I think we can work with that. Only thing is here that is a little bit wired, so it is more round. That is better, yeah. Good. We have that here, and we see the whole thing can be longer a little, but I let it like this. Well, to get it better is with much risk. Good. We have done that. Then we make a copy of that. Shift D. Move that to the third layer. The other one to third layer. Then we make a copy. Shift D. And here we apply the we convert it as a mesh, the curve. So Alt C, convert as a mesh. We have it now here. We set the seams to the top level there. Mark seam, and at the ends, so set wireframe, then we see that better to mark that. Mark seam, and at the other end, mark seam 2. Good. We have done that. It is a mesh. We must apply the rotation scale of it. So object apply rotation scale. Then Shift D, make a copy, and then we use our mirror. So mirror, interactive mirror, and bend it like we want it. Then position it, and it looks good. So we can convert that to and move that to the third layer. Then we get both of them, and Shift D, make a copy, move that to the third layer too, and then mark all and join them together as one. So we have now one mesh, and we need here silver. So we go here with plus and give them the silver rough, and go into, then with L select this both and give them the silver. The rest is the black letter that we must build and bring in. So we have done that. I must look what we have for letter. So I go to my textures. You can get them from textures.com. Now I must look where I have it. Here. That is the leather material, but I'm not sure it is the best one. A little bit tricky there, but then we take only this here and that here, so we have a normal and our diffuse material, and we go here to our folder. That is in my case in the tent folder, then there, and the textures we have made, and there we put it in. Now we have them there, and then we bring them onto. So we have here black leather material, so we give them here on principal shader. The base color should be an image. Open. We have it in textures. That's this black one that we have here now, and you see it, and it's to create. So for that we need here texture coordinates. So add input texture coordinates. Then we add a mapping, and we add an image for the normal map, and we add here this for the normal map, the mapping, that is this normal map. So we have to connect them, the UV with the vector. Go to texture, bring vector to vector, bring color to color. Open here and get the UV map on. Plug it from normal map, from normal to normal. So we have the deep now within. That is a little bit too much here, so you must reduct that to 0.5 or so, or 0.4. We will see that later. Then we open textures and give them the normal map of the letter. Good. So we have that. Then we have to make that much smaller. So we try here 0.4. Again 0.4, and here 0.4, and surely we must bring here the vector to the vector of our diffuse 2 to see what we done there. That is too big, so we go here to maybe 0.2 and here 0.2. That looks more like that what we want, but we must give them more roughness. Leather is rough, not such glossy, so we go here and give them a little shine, but only a little. Good. We done that. That is okay for me. So we bring that to the side. We can delete that and that. X, delete. We don't need. File, save. We bring it to the 6th layer. So move to 6. We go to the 6. We move it to the middle point with Alt G. Then with Control G we give them a group name. We call it seed. Then we go back to first layer. Click the 3D cursor with left click there, and then add group instance. It was the seed. So then we have here the cross that we make smaller, and then we have another thing done. So that is okay for me. That is the fixture for that. We must build that to get that holded on. Here we have another one that we need to. So add measure circle, scale down, scale down. Okay, then edit mode, extrude, scale down, extrude, scale up, extrude, scale down, and you see that goes now 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So don't must say it each time. You know what to do. So last time scale a little, but not as much as the times before, only a little. And then we extrude it out, then extrude scale, extrude out, extrude scale, extrude to set. Then we have that fat one. And then comes the rest of it, so extrude scale and extrude out. Good. These two can be a little bit greater, so we scale them a little bit more. Good. And that is like gummy, so we need a black gummy, and here we sure need the same size of each, so we bring them to side where we can control that. So we have here our line, and we bring all to this line. Here that is correct. That is too much, so we scale them that he hits the line. Here to scale, hit the line. Here to scale, hit the line. Then we need to get here this space all the same, so we go here and get this top line, and we make each one on these lines. So we bring them a little bit more down. That here we bring to them. Oh no, we make it in half, it's better. The half one, then the complete one, then let's look, is it correct, is it not correct? I think we can take, I don't know, we tried. So we bring that in the half, we bring that to the complete one, then we bring that here to the half of this thing there, that is clear. So that is that. Then we can take this whole thing here with background selection surely and bring them down. And we see it's a little bit too small, so we scale the whole thing in the set so we can make them greater. So I think that is okay. Now we need to find here the point where the intruded things are all even. So we go here to that point here, and all the other must be at that point too. So that means we go here, create a scale, here too, and there too. Then we have an even stuff there. Must look at the original. Grabbing, positioning, looking. So that can be, the top one can be a little bit more down. And we should bevel them completely. We first close it with F. Then we get here a loop in to get the bevel range in. Then we get this whole top loop. Control B, move it, roll the middle mouse, and we have a bevel that we make with all these lines here too. Control B, move, roll, that make with all. That gives a better light effect later as a sharp edge as this here is. Good, we have done that. We can make it here too. So we give here Control R loop, Control R here loop, and then we bevel these sharp edges here. So we have done that. Here is a sharp edge too. So we go down there, and then we bevel that here. And here we close that with F and make a loop in here and bevel that too. Good. We've done that. Now we can smooth that. You see the shading errors because each one leads a loop. So we go in, bring here loop in, then we bring here one down, one up, here in the middle, one up, one down, here one down, and one to that point, one to that point, and so on. There we have all okay there. Good. It's all in all a little bit fat, so that is better, and all in all it can be a little bit scale on the set, so we have more of that. That is okay. Now we get there the gummy, black gummy, if we have. We must look. Black gummy. We have. Is it a rough gummy? Yes, it's a rough one. Good. I've done that too. Bring that to the side. Scale a little that we see that. Then we have to apply the rotation scale of it and set the origin to geometry. Then we move it to the 6th layer, go to the 6th layer, then with Alt G we bring it in the middle, then with Control G give them a group name. That is the seed holder gummy. Good. Then we go back to first layer and add group instance where we have a seed holder gummy, and bring here that to lower level. Good. So we done a lot. So see you in the next tutorial. We make the holder complete and then we see what we make next. So thanks for watching and see you in the next tutorial. So bye.